Hello, can I take your order, please? You'll have 2 lattes, please. Both without sugar. Okay, that'll be $2.99, please. The next window, thank you. One for Russ. Coffee. Hey everyone, and welcome back. Kate and I just on the way to do some food shopping, just get one of the chores out of the way. It's Saturday afternoon. Jen's had an amazing birthday, bless his heart.
Didn't have a clue.
He didn't have a clue it was his birthday, but he had a good one. We went out for a little walk, gave him his little presents, which he had a little fun with. The pig's pretty rank right now, properly disgusting. He's literally like chewed it and chewed it and chewed it, but he just sort of like sucks on it, and it's gone all.
It was a good choice type.
Yeah, it's gone all crispy and yeah, not particularly pleasant, bless him. But he had a good birthday, and yeah, it was cool to catch up with some time with Katie because I've been so busy lately, and all the kind of sponsorship planning for this season. I've had ups and downs with different things, but mostly good. We're just kind of in the last preparations for the season, and hopefully we can be on the grid. The season actually starts on the 1st of August, so yeah, we've got to work out now, which is going to be interesting over the next few weeks. But we've had some amazing conversations about next year and what our big plans are for next year. Obviously I went down to Brands Hatch. For those of you who don't know, I went to Brands Hatch on Wednesday to catch up with SVG and in the team to kind of help a couple of drivers with their laps and their data. And we're looking really strong as a team. We've got some really nice setups dialed in. We managed to shave a lot of time off one of our drivers who's going to be going for the Chairman's Cup, which is the Seniors Trophy. And yeah, it's all looking pretty good. Like, the team setup's amazing. We've got everything ready to go, and roll on round 1 at Alton Park. There's going to be a proper exciting weekend. I think we're all looking forward to getting out at the track and just being around motorsport. I must admit, on Wednesday, being at Brands Hatch, I was like a little kid at Christmas. I was so excited to be there. I know I wasn't driving, that would have been even better, that'd have been icing on the cake, but just to be around the sounds, smells and the atmosphere of a racetrack, and with all the team and the banter and the fun, and yeah, there's a lot more to racing than just cars going around the track. It's a big kind of like team effort, a big team thing, and it's all about getting people together, and that's the really cool thing with motorsport. But
how was it with like social distancing and stuff on the track when you went?
It was alright. It was a bit weird. I mean, to get into Brands Hatch, you had to be a genuine member of the team. You couldn't have spectators, so it was a bit strange having lots of people there.
Yeah, but did you? Because obviously there's quite a few there in the garage. Or did you have to? You had to wear masks, didn't you?
Didn't wear masks, but we had like a 2 metre rule, and there wasn't lots of us in the garage, so it was really spread out, and everyone respected the social distancing and stuff. So do
you think it's going to be weird racing without an actual
Yeah, it's going to be really weird actually racing.
Fans.
Yeah, because like when you're racing, you don't really notice the fans. You don't really
Yeah, but
it's crowds, but it kind of builds the atmosphere. But I think for me, what the weirdest will be like when you like get on the podium and you celebrate with your driver, with the other drivers, your team. You're spraying champagne, you're cuddling, and you're all jumping up and down together and doing all that kind of stuff. It's just gonna be weird, sort of being a bit like stale and static of just going, thanks guys, stand over there, thank you. I don't even know if we're allowed to spray the champagne. I don't know if that's...
Maybe if it happens, if you do get a podium, they'll have to do like a live YouTube feed.
Yeah, I'll have to do a live YouTube feed.
That's like literally going to be the closest you're going to get, right?
Yeah, that's going to be the action for everyone, I think.
Everyone's YouTube will just be live, or Instagram live or whatever.
But put it this way, if it's normal British summer and it rains all season, at least you'll be able to watch everything from the comfort of your own home. So there is a bonus for you guys. But yeah, I'd sooner rather have you there. I want everyone to be around the track and with us and having a good time, because that's what racing's about really. Is getting together. Like I said, it's a big collective group of people who love the sport and want to support each other to do great things. So yeah, it's going to be a bit strange, but anyway, that'll come, and I'm sure in good time we'll get back to kind of what was normal or what it used to be like, and we can enjoy the sport properly. But yeah, it's going to be all good. It's going to be all good. I had my third online male fertility group with Ian Stones, and it's been amazing. We've had more and more regulars coming back, which is great. The kind of fertility group, I always kind of get nervous before it because I actually don't know what to talk about. Like what topic we're going to talk about that week, or how we're going to start the kind of ball rolling, because we're all conscious of everyone's there for emotive reasons, and they're going through difficult times in their life, and I'm there to support them and help them through kind of their fertility journey. But 5 minutes in, the ball's rolling, and it's actually quite a good crack, really. We have quite a good laugh on there, and because we've got regular faces now coming, there's a few jokes cracking, which is great. And that's all part of the kind of coping mechanisms, if you like, of dealing with this thing. And yeah, I'm super happy that it's still going ahead, and we've got more planned to get guest speakers on the webinar on Thursday, that we would look to do the Fertility Network UK Mount Kilimanjaro. I think it's Mount Kilimanjaro, or Mount Everest, to get to the summit. No, Mount Kilimanjaro. Anyway, I can't remember. But we're all looking to do this expedition together to raise awareness for the charity and for fertility, and also raise some money for the charity. It will be a proper challenge. Like, it looks intense. I think there's so many peaks we've got to do in so many days, and it looks brutal. But all the guys on there are actually up for it, so I think we might actually be looking at getting this done, and it'll be good if TV can get involved, because I think that would make a really good documentary as well. Is this, group of guys that are going through struggles, all getting together and pushing each other on to, to do this amazing thing. So yeah, that'll be quite good fun. I want to chat to you today about just while we're going over towards going to get our shopping. We're about a 15-minute drive, 20-minute drive away. I want to talk about a little bit about Ian Stones and what we're doing for. Kate in the corner then, it's like go-karting.
Did I?
It's like Yang and that. Not the racetrack.
Well, we've just been talking about it, so I thought I'd put it in, a little bit in there.
We are in a Mini, I suppose. It's designed to be driven a bit more frugally than your everyday lounge-about cars.
You're saying you don't hit the apex time in this car?
Yeah, I don't mind driving this car, actually. It's weird because it's a diesel, but the chassis is amazing, so it's kind of like got the sensible grown-up head of having a diesel with good miles per gallon and efficient running, but then it's got this cool chassis. Anyway, so for those that don't know Ian Stones, Kate and I have been working with him over the last couple of weeks on our nutrition and getting our bodies in balance, and it's one of the elements that we're looking at to try and help improve our chances of pregnancy. If naturally, that would be amazing, but if we go down IVF, or just to get our bodies more in balance and in tune with the actual fertility side of our lives. Ian's specialised in fertility and wellness. He's trained in Chinese medicine. He's got a really, really good understanding of the things that can affect fertility, both in kind of like lifestyle, diet, the nutritional side, and all different elements of life that if things are out of balance, then it can harm fertility, and certain things are worse than others. Ian's been working with us for the last couple of weeks to actually look into our case and explore, trying to get our bodies in balance. So what Ian's trying to do is he's trying to restore balance in our life, and because he's trained in Chinese medicine, he understands the concept of the yin and yang theory.
Good dog.
It's gone pitch black for the tunnel. So he's looked at our bodies in the Chinese medicine theory of yin and yang and getting balance. And when he assessed mine and Katie's, we had very similar imbalances in our life. With my job and the way shift work works, obviously I'm fatigued a lot of the time because of just lack of sleep, really. With shift works, I'm kind of changing different patterns, and sleep's a really luxurious thing in my world. So I'm actually quite deficient in yin energy, which is not really common in men, but it is common among those that work night shifts and do various shift work. So obviously I can't go and quit my job to balance that part of my life, because that's my income, but it is affecting my fertility. It is a good chance it'll be affecting my fertility. So what Ian's done is he's worked a program for myself to try and nourish that yin energy through certain foods and supplements within my diet, but we've looked at a program for the next, you know, foreseeable, really, to change my lifestyle and try and adapt to this kind of more balanced way of living. And similar with Katie, really. Katie's got polycystic ovaries, and there's certain things and foods and things she can do that can also help sort of bring her body back in alignment with, and it might even help her polycystic ovaries, and these factors that are affecting our kind of balance could well be affecting our fertility. So who knows, really. I mean, it would be really interesting to see what happens over the next few months. That it would be great for us to feel healthier, because we'd really benefit from that anyway, but could we fall pregnant naturally? Obviously, you know, he's spent years training in Chinese medicine, and a lot of fertility clinics don't tell you to go down the route of Chinese medicine because they do it the kind of Western way. But it is interesting. I'm always really curious to explore all options and all ideas before I make a decision, and certainly what Ian's demonstrated already has been really, really fascinating. And we've made subtle changes, and I don't know if it's a placebo effect, but straight away I'm feeling like a positive change from it. We're actually off going shopping today to actually pick up some kind of more specialist type foods that we can use. We've always eaten, probably for like the last 5 or 6 years now, we've eaten like organic foods, and we've done what we can to eat cleanly, but now we're actually really focusing on specific foods that can help with fertility. So in the description below there's a link to Ian's page where you can find a little bit more about Ian. So if you're watching this and you are going through fertility issues, or you're just curious about getting yourself in a kind of better place and more in balance, which would then help your fertility, then have a look at Ian's page and sort of have a little read up of what he's about, because we found it really, really interesting. I think at the process of IVF is that you go through this, like, finding out what's wrong, and then you go straight to IVF, and there's lots in between that you can do that could help fertility, and some people don't get that opportunity to even explore that. So, and it's because they're not aware usually. Yeah, I think Ian's going to be quite beneficial to know, and for those out there that are listening, go and have a look at his page, because I think you'll be really surprised with what you can do to change your outcome of fertility treatment. So we've just pulled up to grab a coffee at Costa, and we've joined the queue like the rest of the mad people doing this. We're probably going to be queuing for a little while for a coffee. Like, what's the world coming to? We're obviously part of that problem, but have a look at the queue. Anyway, I can talk, I'm in the queue. We're grabbing a coffee, aren't we, babe?
Got to have a Costa coffee. Proper playing some bangers on Radio 1.
Yeah, Radio 1. It should have been 50 years? 50 years of Glastonbury this weekend.
Today.
So there we've got the Radio 1.
And they're playing all like the proper good.
Old school.
Look at us, like.
We've got life made. We're in the drive-through Costa in a queue, listen to Glasto, and yeah. Quick side note, Ian, this is only a little bit of coffee for me. I've been cutting down my caffeine. For those that are watching, I've got to try and cut down on my tea. That's not going to be easy because I absolutely adore tea, and coffee's probably not a good thing either to be consuming. But this is a treat, Ian. If you're watching, I'm sorry, but we just fancied one. But I won't be having sugar in it. I'll just be having a latte with no sugar, or a mocha. Let's go chocolate. I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out. Hello, can I take it order, please? You'll have 2 lattes, please. Both without sugar. Okay, that'll be $2.99, please. The next window, thank you.
Posting pictures on the gram so other people know that we're more than friends. Ever since you came around, I've never been sober, always in my head. Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me.
Lovely, thank you. Cheers.
Coffee. One for Russ. Coffee. Coffee. You want coffee? Cheers.
We're so sad.
Hey guys, I'm just about to head out for my first PT session actually with Will, so I'm actually meeting him for the first time in person, which is going to be pretty cool. Can't shake hands, can't give man hugs, but staying 2 meters apart obviously, but it's going to be cool to really meet Will. But guess what I've just received in the post? I'm properly excited by this. So some of you may know that just over 5 or 6 weeks ago, Pop Bang Colour spent some time with me on his social media. Pop Bang Colour usually paints cars with remote control cars, so he's an amazing artist, but because of the lockdown he was forced to not be in a studio, not be at events, and not be able to do what he normally does. Basically what he was doing was he was drawing cars in 30 minutes, and I appeared on his Instagram channel to have my 2019 Ginetta drew with him, and I got to chat with him for the best part of half an hour or so, which is really great. I got to know Ian a bit more, but he's delivered to me today my Ginetta in the post, and I haven't seen it yet, so I'm really excited. So let's have a little look at what this is all about. Oh my days, this is awesome. Look at this, dude. So I've ordered the book, so I know the book's coming, but this is the original. Oh my lord, I'm number 211. Ian Cook signed it, but have a look at that, my Ginetta from 2019. This is like a dream come true. Like, I never imagined that I'd be a racing driver. To have the livery that I made last year kind of come to light and have my Ginetta wrapped in what I kind of had envisaged. Then to have, oh my god, this is so cool. Ian, thank you so much. This is electric. I'm buzzing. Look how cool that is, my Ginetta. This picture is actually from Brands Hatch, where I got my debut pole position. So there was a great day this was. I didn't get the win that I kind of was hoping for, but I landed on the podium. I had an amazing battle in race 2 for 4th place, but it was properly close. It was a really good battle. But yeah, number 211. Thank you so much, Ian. I'm so excited to have this piece. I'm going to frame it and put it in my office, which would be really cool. But for any of you that are interested in his journey, what he's doing with this and what he's up to, you can support Ian from Pop Bang Colour by donating to his page, and you'll receive one of his books. He's printing them, I believe, very, very soon. But I think there's over 300 cars now in this book. And it was really funny because I set off a little bit of trend with Ian, because I asked to join his Instagram live feeds and he was like, yeah, sure, come on and chat. So we did. We had a little chat on there and it was cool to get to know him. But it set a trend off. So kind of every drawing he did after that point, he then invited guests on to interview while he drew the cars, and he's got some amazing people on there. Some really big names in motorsport have joined him, so it's great to show the love and support for Ian and Pop Bang Colour. And yeah, I'm so proud to be part of that little book, and yeah, just have a little piece in there, which is awesome. But he's done an amazing job. He's an incredible artist. And if you haven't done so, go check him out on Instagram. That's where I follow him mainly, and you'll see what he does. Like, he paints like amazing pieces of art using remote control cars and vehicles. Like, it's just utterly insane. You'll be amazed by it. So yeah, go check him out. Thanks again, Ian. I'm so excited by this, and have a great day, guys. Taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me drown. Promise you won't let me